My insanity is coming out now. Welcome to the stream. Bolaji Oki versus Michael Aswell. What kind of a name is that? But let me not get into that. So, Michael Aswell is making his debut in the UFC. Um, he's not ranked pretty high in the regional scene where he's coming from. He's coming in on short notice. I don't know if he's been preparing for Onyx. What up, man? Welcome to the stream, my guy. I don't know if what do you call him? Michael Aswell has been preparing for a fight, but he's taken this fight on short notice. Um, in all honesty, I feel like the short notice thing is going to hurt him, especially because he's debuting. Bolaji Oki obviously is coming in on short. I mean, it has only two fights in the UFC and has won is 1-1 basically in the UFC. So I don't know how to take that, to be honest, especially because the first fight that he won was via split decision versus what's his name, Kwamba Timi Kwamba, yes. Um, so even though he has a bit of experience in the UFC, he hasn't really fought anyone particularly experienced except maybe what's his name? Chris Duncan, yes. He's fought Chris Duncan, and Chris Duncan submitted him in the first round. So I honestly don't know how to take that first fight because for me personally, I would honestly say that potentially Kwamba win aging well. Yeah, that Kwamba win is aging well, but still, it feels like I don't know, man. I'm a little bit skeptic about him to some extent, but nonetheless, I generally feel like the experience in the UFC, even though he lost his previous fight, I think it's going to be a little bit more useful than Michael Aswell, who is not even performing that well in the regional scene. I'm just surprised that Michael Aswell is the favorite in this particular fight. I wonder why. Because normally, and I always say this, whenever a debutant is a favorite, it usually means they're really good. So maybe I'm not looking at the right odds because, as far as I can see, Michael Aswell is the favorite in this particular fight for some reason. But my subscribers and I have officially went with Bolaji Oki. I just feel like he's going to be a little bit better. He has a bit more experience in the UFC. I think that's going to play a significant role in how the fight plays out. He's been preparing for a fight. I don't know if Michael Aswell has been preparing for a fight, but I feel like Bolaji Oki, with the experience that he got fighting a UFC tested fighter like Chris Duncan, I think is going to do nothing but improve his game, right? So let's break down the fight a little bit. As far as the reach, I think Bolaji Oki is going to have a massive reach advantage, a 4-inch reach advantage. I think it's going to play a massive role in how this fight actually ends up playing out. Because, as I always say, the bigger the reach, the more advantage the other person will have, especially if the fight stays on the feet. Mr. KO, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. I haven't seen you in the stream, man. Or it's been a while. Anyway, so as far as volume, I would give it to Michael Aswell, but I also need to emphasize the element of experience. If you haven't been watching my live streams, the thing that I normally focus on as far as finally tuning in. I'm glad to have you on the stream, man. So the one thing that I normally focus on whenever I'm breaking down fights is the person who has been fighting lesser competition looking better in that particular fight really doesn't mean that much because they're not fighting the same level of competition. It's like criticizing someone who has been hit a lot by fighting, maybe for example, Dricus Duplessis, Israel Adesanya, Sean Strickland, Alex Pereira, and you're like, oh, that guy is trash because he gets hit a lot, but you're not taking into consideration the level of competition that he's been fighting. So in this particular fight, I love the fact that Michael Aswell has a lot of volume, but against what level of competition, you know? So he's debuting in the UFC. I'm not going to put too much stock into whatever it is. Who you got, Gamron or Klein? I'm going with Ludovic Klein. I broke down that fight actually. It's on the live section of the channel. Onyx, I see you a lot in the comment section. You and Mr. KO. So I'm sure you're part, like you're a long time subscriber. I think just go to the live section. You'll find all my breakdowns. I actually gave you my reasons for going with Ludovic Klein. So back to this fight, I feel like Michael Aswell is going to have the advantage as far as volume. Striking, technical striking, I think Michael Aswell is pretty decent technically. Yeah, all right, I'll check that out. Yeah. So I think Michael Aswell might be a little bit technically better, but like I said, he might look technically better, but he wasn't fighting the same level of competition that Bolaji Oki has been fighting. Even though he's been in the UFC for like 2 fights, that's still something. It's better than no experience at all in the UFC, right? Defensively, that's where I feel like Bolaji Oki is miles ahead. I think Bolaji Oki is going to be significantly better defensively, especially because he was winning the exchanges against Chris Duncan. I genuinely feel like if this fight stays on the feet, Michael Aswell will probably get finished. Um, let's actually check the finishing abilities of both fighters. I mean, Michael Aswell has a 50% finishing rate, whereas Bolaji Oki has a 67% finishing rate. That's a significant difference. So I feel like on the feet, I'm going to favor Bolaji Oki, even with Michael Aswell's volume. I mean, volume means nothing if you get hit significantly a lot. So on the feet, I'm going Bolaji Oki. I think his defense is going to be very, very important. I think his 4-inch reach advantage is going to play a massive role, and also the TKOs that he's had. I think when you combine all those things into one, you basically have to lean towards Bolaji Oki. When it comes to grappling, I think Bolaji Oki is going to just be miles ahead, especially because I feel like Michael Aswell has horrible takedown defense. So I can see Bolaji Oki just taking him down and just doing whatever he wants with him on the ground. I'm still confused why Michael Aswell is the favorite in this particular fight. Mr. KO, Oki striking looks like he really evolved. I think he'll be super dangerous. Yeah, I can honestly see him getting a finish. Yeah, I can honestly see him getting a knockout. I'm still confused why Michael Aswell is the favorite in this particular fight. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe the UFC has not updated its information, but as far as I'm seeing, Michael Aswell is a -175 favorite for some reason. I don't know why, but maybe I'm wrong on this particular fight. So yeah, I'm going to break down the last fight for this card. If you are new to streaming, to watching my streams or to the channel in general, every single fight, I've broken down every single fight on this particular card in the live section of the channel. Just click on the channel, and then you'll see at the top, you'll see videos, shorts, lives, community. Just go to the live section and you'll see all the breakdowns for every individual fight. So I'm left with only the opener, which is Ryan Dos Santos, I think, versus Ellis Adeline, which I'm going to be breaking down now. Let me reply to you guys. Short McGee, what up, my dude? Welcome to the stream, man. Today I streamed a little bit earlier because I have a meeting, a business meeting that I have to go to, so I had to stream a little bit early. But I think I'm going to do that stream that I promised you guys, whereby I'm just going to be responding to your questions. It's my birthday, by the way, guys. So make sure you join me. Like, that's the only present you can get me. Just join the live stream. So I think I'm going to be doing that live stream a little bit later on today. When, like, for example, you can, like, we can just have a general conversation. So yeah, let me respond to everyone so I can go. Onyx Oki takes this. Yeah, I 100% agree. Onyx, I am picking Michael as well. Short Mickey, Oki toss him around then KO him. Yeah, I can see that. I think Oki is going to be significantly better everywhere. From striking, obviously on striking, it might be a little bit competitive, but I love Oki's striking defense and his 4-inch reach advantage. So I think Oki might be fine, but I think the safest way to victory for Oki is to just wrestle him. Um, Mr. KO, I got Oki maybe even round one. Yeah, I could see that happening. Mr. KO, happy birthday. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shoshan McGee, happy birthday, brother. Thank you, thank you. That means a lot. Thank you, guys. Let me go to the next fight, and that will conclude the breakdowns. And then I'll see you guys later today for just like a general conversation. I love and appreciate all of you. Let's go to the next three. Deuces. That didn't work out the way I wanted.